Alright, hello to those joining us in the future, checking this out. This will be a video where I am creating one of these, a key stem for a stack pole key switch. These are used in the HP Series 80 and in TI-99 4A computers. These have a critical design flaw that causes the key pieces to spread out over time, and keys get wedged in place. So, that is it. I'm sure I'll answer that question numerous times throughout the stream, but for those watching in the future, there you go. Alrighty. Let me get the link and put it in Discord. Copy link location.
Lord, why is it so small?
What do you mean, why is it
Why
so
are we on
small?
YouTube gaming?
We are? What do you mean gaming?
It says, oh no, it says watch on YouTube gaming.
Oh. Oh, I put that in games. Whoops.
It is so small. I don't understand why.
What is small?
I fixed it because I'm not stupid.
Oh god, can you just tell me? It's not a problem, right?
It doesn't have anything to do with what is wrong on your end. It's
okay.
my browser.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put feature Druaga1 in the header.
I'll figure it out.
Feet Druaga1.
The hell is this?
Or is it whatever? I'm gonna put feet like the things on the end of your feet. Or your legs. There we go.
I found out there's a Max super chat.
Really?
What?
Oh my god. Okay, so let's see.
Customize this.
Alright, let's get into this. So, gonna be designing and printing a component. There is no Discord DJ over here this time. My record player is not really set up, so I can't do it right now, unfortunately. My Pioneer SX780 kind of displaced it for right now, so I need to get that taken care of in the future. So, stream health looks to be poor. Wonderful. What else can I kill here to improve performance? Close. Whoa! Thank you. Awesome. I'm not sure what currency that is.
Right.
But I appreciate it. Wow. That's my first super chat ever.
I wanted to make one, but it doesn't have my credit card on file. So I'm sorry. Later. I had it up and I was ready to send it, and then it oh, we need your credit card. Then he comes in with this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, never mind. Don't need me to do it.
Yeah. Let's see if Google can figure out what currency that is, because I'm not sure. Oh, Hungarian. Okay. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So, in US dollars, for those whom that means something to, that is $3.17 total.
Interesting. Currency
is a fickle mistress. I almost envy the countries that have one standardized currency like that. One time I had a laptop bag I was actually given by someone, and it had, I think it was 300 Taiwanese yen, and it came out to like $1.17, and I was like, nah, I'd rather keep the money, the funny money. So, yeah, but hey, I really appreciate that. So, all right, the purpose of this. Oh my god. Well, I definitely
making people
appreciate
starve,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
You're taking all this guy's money.
Oh man. Well, okay, on to the stream, but yeah, man, thank you. So, this is the keyboard to an HP 86B. Unlike a Model M that is a good old-fashioned buckling spring, the key switches in this have a collapsible metal contact inside and use this plastic stem to go down into it. Now, I need to replace these plastic stems in some of my keys because there is a design flaw with these. Where's my spudger? Not spudger, pointer. Here we go. Oh my god, dude.
I promise he's gonna stop.
Druaga1 is here. But if you look on these keys, actually I'll do it on the one I pulled because it's actually the bad one. If I spread it out here, you can see that the corner is broken, and when you press the keys in really hard, it starts to split them out, and then when it gets depressed into the chamber, it sticks and the key gets stuck in the downward position. So, the traditional way of replacing these is to gut a TI-99-4A because it's not as rare as an HP-86B. But I want to 3D print one of these and not have to sacrifice a vintage computer to save a vintage computer. There is going to be a full video about this, but I wanted to do a separate stream of just designing and printing this. So, we're going to get started. So I've already got an Open S Cad project going. So, we're going to start modeling that component. I'm going to start out with a rough model that will allow me to put in the critical dimensions, but then I'll put in the actual dimensions that we need. That new video was nice. Glad it was longer again. If you mean the magnifier video, then thank you. If you're talking to Druaga1, then, well, that's not me. But
you gotta tag me if you want to talk to me.
Yeah. Well, someone did tag you. I don't think they're... One of them spelled it correctly. The other did not.
I thought that when you're using SCAD, it was actually Blender.
Oh, really? No.
I thought you could just go into like the coding window of Blender and just like make something.
Oh, that would be cool. No, I would really like that. The problem with Blender is that it's not designed to have finitely defined models like this is, or just what you need in general for CAD. So that's why I'm using Open S Cad for this stuff. So I would say there's 3 problems with Open S Cad. Well, not problems, just so much more like totally different paradigms for how it's designed. One is that you create a 3D model by writing code. The second thing is you don't really modify shapes, you combine primitives to make more complex shapes. So you're limited in how you can create things, but you're not really limited. And then there are no variables in the code. Everything is static. So you can't do, if 1, then make it 2 or something, the way that it works is all the variables are set at runtime. So, okay, let's go ahead and start this. So we need a square tube, so let's start out by making a module. This is a square tube. And why do I not have syntax highlighting here? I have the correct... Oh, you know what would help? If I opened the file. There we go. Module, there we go. Square tube. Let's see. Forgot I need to keep up with the chat. Alright, so let's see here. Oh man! Thank you, Nevexo. I think that's how your username's pronounced. But yeah, I appreciate that. Inner. I have a Discord server. You can find the link on my channel about page. Alright, 10 outer. Actually, we'll make the inner 9. Outer's 10. And height. Let's say it's also 10. These are just default values, so if you don't specify a value, this is what it will use in place. So, this will be a difference. And since you have these these functions, sort of, modifiers that can affect the whole thing, I like to just stick it on the second line. It's not, like, real syntax, but, I like it. Alright, so the first model will be this. Yeah, it's a square tube, so I can just stick with this. So we'll do outer, height, and this will be a difference of inner height, but I'm going to make the height times 2 because you don't want Z fighting, and then I'm going to add a translate to get this off of the same planes as the other ones. So we'll do 0, 0, then height times, well, divided by 2. One of these days I need to look up if it's better to do division or multiplication for CPU cycles. But we also need to offset this by outer minus inner. Yes, outer minus inner. Outer minus inner. Okay. Render that bad boy out. Well, we need to use it first. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm gonna go with Matt Varga. I'm not sure. Could be mate, but the accent marks tell me that my pronunciation is almost guaranteed to be correct. Oh,
there's no way I'm right.
That what now?
Right, that's Mate.
Oh. Okay, so here we have... That's not quite right. Oh, yeah, I got to minus that. Okay, but I need the difference divided by 2. Duh. Okay, so we have our square tube. So that is the first part of the model. Now we have an inner latch. I guess I should do split when I'm looking at this. Here we go. So, and then I'll modify this. Ooh, that's really good right there. So we have the basic square tube, and now we need to get that inner portion. So let's go ahead and start working on that. So this shape's a little more complicated. It's not just a flat piece in there. On one side it's a wedge, because when you put it in there it needs to display the two metal contacts. So it's a polyhedron would be a better way of doing this. So, let's see, how do I want to achieve this? I'm going to call this a split bar, because what it does is it splits the contacts apart. So we're going to have a length. I'll just leave that as L. Let's say the length is 10, whatever. I'm going to have a width. Let's say that's 2. Then we need a height, but it's kind of different. That's hard to say. It's a more complicated shape, but we'll go with that. Height. So now I need to cheat and use the Open S Cad cheat sheet, because polyhedrons are complicated. So it's just going to be easier to look it up. So, yeah, not fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're green. Okay. Ah, how did I not know that? Well, thank you. Duh. Your currency was Hungarian. I can't imagine how many people from Hungary watch my videos. They should have put 2 and 2 together.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, my Discord server is actually pretty internationally diverse. I think people were talking about that yesterday. Kind of interesting. Oh, people were telling me in Discord. Oh, man. Yeah, I should have been paying attention. Alright, so now I've got my Discord up as well. So I can see that. So, yes, we're going to make a polyhedron. These are really annoying to construct. So I'll have that on a separate monitor. Yeah, working on that now. So I can't remember. How do you... I think you have to make the faces clockwise?
Are you able to actually model
Counterclockwise.
Are you actually able to model it with just a mouse? And clicking and dragging and stuff?
No. This is view only, so I can move it around, but I can't make any changes in the GUI. Put the Discord invite on screen. Yeah, I usually do have that.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, let's see here. I guess I can. Yeah, let me go ahead and grab it from here. And then, ooh, yeah, I haven't looked. The chat looks pretty good on the stream, the baked-in video one. Let's go to decorations layer here. So then we're gonna.
Oh, wow, I'm dumb. I should have just full screened yours before. Then I get the chat and higher quality video.
Yeah. All right, text. Sure. Yeah, this isn't gonna be the best thing ever, but yeah. All right, Discord ish. I'm just gonna crop the top of the chat because I'm lazy, and then stick this on the bottom. The only problem with having the Discord link on there is I don't really want people just chatting in the Discord because it's harder to keep track of.
Yes, if you want to talk to them, use the YouTube chat.
Yeah, although you were just kind of garbled there, but yeah. Doing this a pixel at a time. There we go. Kinda off topic. Any way to control non-PW fan with an MCU somehow? Yes. So a non-PWM fan is going to use a linear voltage signal. So it's just going to be 0 to 12 or something. At least it should be. So what you need to do is you're going to do a low-pass filter on a PWM. I've been meaning to get around to doing a video about this because it's kind of a cool thing. I've done it. You need a DAC. But you can make a cheap DAC with just a resistor and a capacitor by doing a low-pass filter that filters out your PWM carrier frequency, and then just setting how much your duty cycle is. This then becomes your voltage. Video is buffering. Is my video running poorly?
Oh, video's fine.
Okay.
I can't 100% of the time, but...
Yeah, my stream health is orange, so I do remember one time I had difficulty with the video quality, so there's less going on in this one. Hopefully it'll be better.
So it's supposed to be green, right?
It's supposed to be green, and it is orange. Yeah, this isn't in Open Broadcaster. This is on YouTube. So okay, split bar, Open S Cad. So I need. I've made this wedge code so many times. I'm just gonna copy from somewhere else and be cheater. See, I think I might even have like a utility class I wrote for Open S Cad to do this. Let me check. 1400 RPM. Well, no, no, no. You don't power it with the deck. There is a pin on there that's... Oh, hold on. What am I thinking? Let me... Yeah, never mind. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of a high-side driver circuit that I was working on. Well, you could still do this. It's pretty complicated. You'd use a like a PNP above the fan and then run the DAC into the PNP as a current limiting. So you make it a constant current source. So, you know what? I have a schematic for exactly this thing. Give me one moment and I'll just bring it up. This is completely 100% off topic, but this is something I've been wanting to try and make for a really long time now. And it turned out my fans are PWM controlled, so I can't. Temp control, yeah, continue, yada yada. Alright, here's the schematic. Totally, completely 100% off topic here. Why can't I zoom in something? No, there's a warning. Here we go. Is there another warning somewhere? Again, zoom in. Oh, jeez. This is frustrating. Oh, you don't control scroll. That's the problem. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So you have your voltage source here. Then this was just so I could measure it. So ignore that. Pretends it's straight through. This would be your DAC area right here. So this is actually disconnected. You have a voltage that comes into, well, you could do high side driving or low side driving. This was low side driving with a NPN. So you'd have a voltage that comes into here, and then you use this to set the current that a big PNP or big NPN transistor allows in. So that would give you an analog control of your fan speed. So, yeah, again, look up transistor current amplifier, something like that. So that should give you a good hint on how to do that. Anyway, back to the project I'm working on. Let's see, blade pin, oh, shapes, that's what I want. Here we go. Wedge, this is exactly what I want. View, show editor, here we go. This is a wedge shape. No problem, I'm glad to help. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop this in here. Set, paste. Alrighty. Now I can close this. So here's our wedge shape. Jeez.
Sorry, I'm making food.
Oh, okay, no problem. Alright, so I'm gonna do shape underscore wedge. Alright, how do these work again? I kind of forgot. X1, Y1, let me look at this here. How did I make this work? Okay, so definitely the last two numbers should be 1, because that's right, I was making this like a ratio. So these are 1. And so X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Oh my god, thank you. Again. Man. Wait a minute, if I was doing division by 0, that doesn't make sense. I'm so confused. How did I use this before? Let me look up the usage of this. Displayed pin. Okay, this was the design file that this was used in. Or did I not use this? Now I'm not sure. Huh. You know what, screw it. These faces will work, that's all I really need. Well, we'll just leave it there. Oh, now I remember. I got it. Okay. Boom. Now I know what I'm doing. X1 be 10. Y1 would equal 2. Z equals, let's make the height 2 as well. 2. That equals 2. X1 would equal 10. Or X2 would equal 10. Y2 would equal 0. And then, yep, that's it. So let's make this split bar. Boom. Okay. Bam, that's close, but not quite right. If this was rotated 45 degrees, then it'd be right. Oh, this is the position, so yeah, 0.5. That's it. So that will make it exactly what I want. Bam! Okay, but I need to rotate it 180 degrees, neither the X or Y axes. So, rotate 180, 0, 0. Bam! Alright. Yeah, well, I've never had a donation before, so I've never had one of those before. So, yep.
Well, it's something like Twitch streamers.
Oh,
have you watched streams where they do that?
I am familiar with what it is, yes. I don't see myself ever doing that, so you're kind of safe. So, alright.
To be honest.
Why is it hollow? It shouldn't be hollow. Let me make the Y value non-zero in case that's the problem. I think it is. Yep, there we go. But now the top's hollow. I think those are too close. What? 0.5. That's not good. Unless it's just a shading. Oh, it's just the shading. Wow. Alright. Alright, there we go. That's fine. Let's see. Alright, so we got the wedge. Alright, what's the... Not that one, this one. What is the next component of this? So, next we have those... We have some inner corners that make it look kind of round, and that's to stop the spring here.
I got some orange juice.
Alright. You know what? I'm kind of happy with having the spring be stopped by the wedge. But I do want some added strength. This bottom end here, that's going to be really complicated to add in there. So, let's go ahead and add in the corners. So that's basically just going to be a cube with a inner cube bisecting it. So let's do that. All right. So let's see.
You think shit. Hold on.
Alright, so this is going to be inner corners. How do I want to do this? Let's say outer dimension and then inner cut, I guess. Outer dimension would be 9. Inner cut, that's kind of hard to say. So it's not very... I don't think it's going to be that well defined, so I'm going to say 8. And then height. Let's say it's 2. Alright. We've got a cube. It's going to be 0, 0, not 0, O.
Mouse.
O,
Looks way different now.
H. What does?
SourceForge.
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, SourceForge is, yeah, not well liked in the software community, I would say. Surprised that people are still using it.
I know there was issues with it, but I don't remember what they were specifically.
They baked malware into their downloader. Kind of a big deal. Yeah.
What the? Why?
Yeah.
Oh man. Also, just don't use their downloader.
Yeah, but there are some times where you couldn't not use their downloader. That was the thing. What software is this? This is Open Broadcaster. This is Open S Cad on the right, and I'm using Vim as a text editor for it. So I do need to do this. Like CNET for, yeah, basically. That's.
Oh man, download.com, man. Did that die hard? I haven't seen that in forever.
No, it still exists.
Oh god.
Yep. Okay, so X is not the dimension, Y is not the dimension, but Z is the dimension I want to rotate on. So I need inner corners now. So let's do this. Alright. Getting somewhere. That's, fair enough. Let me center this. Cube. True. And, whoops.
And play Cube 1.
True.
40p.
The most I played Cube 1 was on my iPod Touch.
Really?
Yeah. Why is this wrong? Height divided by 2, height times 2. Is Vim the equivalent of Notepad++? Not really. This is a true console program. Yeah, not really. It's, I mean, kinda, but no at the same time. Sublime Text would be more like Notepad++ on Linux, but Sublime Text is also available on Windows, so it's not the perfect comparison. This should work, so I'm just going to cheat and make this 3, because I don't know why it's not working. Bingo. Right, so there's inner corners. I've never thought of doing component design like this. Similar workflow to that 3D modeling. Most of them do. If you look at like SolidWorks or Autodesk, you're going to not see something like this. This just, since I'm a software developer by trade, makes a lot more sense to me, and I really have flocked to this design principle. So, Sublime Text is much better than Notepad++. I agree. And I'm just going to call you Bubba Cube 2. Yes, that is the correct way of spelling Sauerbraten. Why use Vim, though? Doesn't it just complicate things? Why is it better than Nano? Oh my god, it's so much better than Nano. Oh, yes. Yeah, it kills Nano. There's no comparison. But as opposed to something else, it's a personal preference thing. There's a lot of powerful stuff in Vim. Like, let's say I want to increase the tab set, or tab stop of the next 5 lines. I just hit 5 and then 1 key twice. Done. I want to undo that. 5. It's a less than symbol, I think, or the greater than, whichever ones. Yeah. The modable's cool. Like here, I have I can just press tab and then I get a netrw directory listing of my working directory. So I mean, it's fun. Yeah. And then I have other stuff like I can combine any key to run a command. Like, say, if I was making something for Arduino, I could bind F5 to run the shell command, make upload, and then it would just automatically upload it to an Arduino. So, yeah, it's really cool.
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, so we have the inner corners. We have the... Yeah, let me bring the split view back up. I got it right the first time. Alright, so we have the square tube. Okay, we have the splayed, the wedge bar, split bar, that's what I'm calling it. The inner corners. Now we gotta do the complicated back part. Yeah. This part sucks. So, there are, I would say... How many unique features here? We got the lip here. That catches on the back. It looks like there's an inset corner here. I don't know how important that is. Ooh, I don't like the look of that. Hopefully that's not important. I'm going to try and get away without doing that, because it's like really fine detail. I don't know if my 3D printer can do that. Huh. But we also have this cut here, which that cut is mostly to allow this part to flex when it gets pressed in. And then we have this one over here, which I think is the same thing. So really we have 1, 2, 3 different features. Yeah, and it's mirrored. Well, more like rotated. So, yeah. Actually, whoever thought of getting some kind of 3D scanner, good ones are incredibly expensive. So, it's not really going to happen. There's the phone-based ones, but I don't think they're dimensionally accurate. And for a part like this is going to be a really big challenge. Like, I haven't actually measured the wall thickness of this thing yet, but it's going to be close to the minimum that the printer can even do. Like, let me get an idea here of how thick the wall is. Oh man, it's not even 1 millimeter. 0.6 millimeters. Oh, that's going to be brutal to print. Yeah, that's going to suck to try and do. So I may end up making the walls thinner. Because my print head is 0.4 millimeters. So, yeah, really, that would be a tough thing to scan. Yeah, okay, let's continue on with the complex shapes at the top. Let's add the tabs next. So, yeah, let's add the locking tabs. So, let's go back to screen. And we'll add another module, yet still. Module locking. Now, why am I capitalizing that? Tabs.
Oh my god, it crashed again.
Okay, so there'll be spacing, which will be 10. There will be the byte amount, which I'm going to say, oh man, it's 1. And then there'll be the width, how wide the byte is, and then I'm going to go with 2 for now, maybe 3. Let's go with 3. And then there is the height. And this is another, it's kind of like a wedge shape. It's not really, but it might as well be. So we will go with that. So we'll be using the wedge shape again. Good thing I imported that as a separate module. Alrighty. Stream already going for 40 minutes. Yeah, it's slow moving. We have a lot of stuff defined here already, so, you know, that's good.
A little sidetracked with something else as well.
Yeah, a couple times here. So. Alrighty. So I think there's a way of mirroring that. So let me go back here. Mirror, that's it. Okay, original's on the right. Note that the mirror doesn't make a copy. It changes the object. Oh, so I need 2. Alright, well, whatever, fine. I'll use this as an end stage, so I'll just make 1. Thank you guys for answering the question in the chat, because it can be frustrating to answer it over and over again. I should probably just add everything in the description when I start, so I can just say check the description. Alright, so we'll just make 1 lunking tab. Alright, so let's start with a wedge shape. Let's copy this because I'm lazy. Oh, whoa. How did I mess that up? I hard-coded the values in here. I didn't use the references. Okay, there we go. Jeez, idiot. Alright. S was offset. So no, we're gonna use byte. We're gonna use width. We're gonna use height. Height isn't set. Let's set it to 3. Use the same byte. Yeah, I'll go with that width. And then these are going to be 1, because this does need to be a total slope. Alright. So. 16. Oh, I don't know exactly which one it is. _release -a. I'm using 1710. I was on 1610 foolishly. And then my GPU drivers got corrupt. Alright, so I need to translate, and also that's wrong. This needs to be width and byte and width. Boom. Alright. Translate. Offset 0, 0. Oh, wrong direction. Perfect, but let's make it negative. Bam. Alright. So that should also be not that. It should be 5. Alrighty. Alright, so we got the tabs. Let's do You know, I'm gonna leave the cuts as part of the final shape assembly and not bake them in here. So let's go ahead and add a final module here. That is a key stem. So this is going to be the big daddy module that puts all this together. Maybe it's a good idea to make some kind of FAQ. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. 52 viewers. Wow, that's a lot more than I normally have. I should be, whoops, paying attention to that kind of thing. Where do I see that? There we go. For me it says 55, but let's call it a floating point error on YouTube's part, because that makes about as much sense as the number differing. So, not 55. Yeah, let's start taking some real measurements here. So, say the outer size. Get the calipers out. Go back to split. Alrighty. The outer size is... I don't want to press on it too much. Oh, it is physically wider at the top now. Wow. Alright. So, it looks like 8.22. Oh, this is going to take so many iterations of printing to get the clearances and everything right. Oh, man, it's going to be brutal. Ugh.
16.
Enter. Is... It's like...
There we go.
Yeah, 6 dead
Going
on.
faster than real time.
Alrighty. Height is... And then I have a... Oh my gosh.
My God.
Thank you again, Green.
You can do it.
Yeah. Height is 19.2. So, I have a secret that I'm going to do for this to make this work better. So, what I plan on doing is I'm going to extend the height of this just a little bit here, and then add a really thick lip to it that goes all the way around. So when the key is installed, it will be a little higher up compared to how it was before, but there should be a really thick part around it that will be almost impossible to break. Yeah, that's basically everything there, Navexo. Yeah, I should probably put that in my... Alright, that works.
Description?
Yeah, description and something. Yeah, I'll do that later, probably. I should just have like a generic portion of that. If he's got it on copy-paste on standby, then that'll work. Alright, so those are the basics of it. I could measure... Yeah, I should measure the byte amount here. Let me check this. So, if it was... Yeah. Whoa, why is that? Okay, no, that's fine. It's about 5. Okay, so we're looking at 9.72. Alright. So let's do this. 9.72 minus 8.22 divided by 2. Hold on, order of operations. 0.75. Ooh, that's not a lot. Byte equals 0.75. 3D print powers activate. It will be in a few minutes. Hopefully not too much terribly longer. So, yes, I think those are all of the dimensions that I really need to worry about. Everything else I can... Well, there's the wedge on the inside, actually. What did I call it? The split bar. I can't fit my calipers down in there. I can try and eyeball it from a distance, though. I'm gonna say it's 1.75, let's say. Oh, I need to know the height here, too. That's... Eesh. Okay, well, let's say split is 1.75. And let's call the mid point where all the stuff happens, because the corners are in there as well. If I put this behind a light, I can kind of see it here. So it is 11.3 up. 11.3. That's the height, actually. So let me figure out the thickness of all that stuff. I'm going to say it's 1. Actually, I'm going to say it's 1.25. So MT equals 1.25. And this would be minus that. So, let's just call it 10. There we go. It's 10 up.
I wouldn't call it useless information.
Well,
It's full.
yeah, there's some stuff that makes sense to have. Okay, let's see here. I think now that's everything. So, all right, let's put this all together. So we've got there's a square tube. All right, yank word. All right, square tube. We got outer, which is O, so O equals O. And we got inner.
Or just think about asking a question, he will paste it.
H equal H. Alrighty. Let's get started by making this key stem. Key stem. Alright, we're getting close. That is way too thick. There's no way it's that thick. I wish it was that thick. What did I mess up? It was 7, not 6. That was the thing. Inner is 7. Duh.
Oh, man.
Alright, H was 19? Really? Yeah, 19 point... What was I calling it? 19 dead on? For no good reason? Because it's not quite. It's 19.2. Alright. Bite. Alright, yeah, let's put the locking tabs on. They go on the bottom facing up. So I'm actually going to have to also rotate this. And I'm going to rotate it around the y-axis, I think. 0, 180, 0. Alright. I don't have all the info for locking tabs in here. And this needs to be a union. 3D printing, the thing of the future. Now we need a futuristic car that can play midis and all the... Yeah. car stereo that can play MIDIs. That would be nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
B-
Put a little floppy disk in.
B equals B. Floppy. S equals O divided by 2. We got byte, and we got width. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that as a separate thing. BW equals, let's measure this. It's 2.6. What's byte height? That's kind of important. 2.3. Where is it? Locking tabs H equals BH. Okay. Alright, yes, so that's about what I expected to happen. That doesn't seem quite right. This seems really tall. I think it's because the real one has a like kind of a lip on it. I won't focus, will it? I don't think it will. Ah. So you can see that it's not quite just all the way there. So maybe I could put a cube on that. So let's see. Logging tab. Let's have the height be divided by 2. And we'll put a cube above that, so minus h divided by 2. Why didn't it move? Warning, ignoring, variable HBH. Where is that? Ah. Alright. Sure. Well, I suspect it's not really what I want. Okay, no, not quite. Oh, it just won't rotate the cube. Perfect. Alright. Union. And I'll just stick a cube up here. Cube. Size is... Oh, I gotta translate the cube. Dang it. Oh well. I'll do a separate translate for that because they get complicated when you start stacking them. Okay, X is X byte. Y is byte. So X is width. So we have W, B, and H divided by 2. But it's inside because I got to translate it still. Boom-ish. Center. True. Bam. Great. Oh, it doesn't do that. Wonderful. All right. Minus W divided by 2. What did I do wrong? Oh, I see. Plus byte divided by 2. Minus byte divided by 2. Bam. Okay. So that's the new wedge. Alrighty. So... do I want to center?
Making this car sound pretty good.
Not sure if I want to center this or those. I'll go ahead and... Oh, I was gonna mirror that. You know what? No, I'll move this manually. Okay. Translate. So, I need to move it X. It's this way. By outer divided by 2, but I think it's going to be the wrong direction. No, it isn't. It's perfect direction. Excellent. And then let's just get rid of the space, because that isn't helping me here. Wasn't helping it there either. Weird. Huh. Something doesn't feel right. Why is that still out in the middle? Translate minus s, but s equals 0. Nah. Yeah, but I need to know how much to do that by. Minus s divided by 2? That's wrong. Minus s? Oh, that's clearly not the right direction to go. S. Let's do that. That's somehow totally wrong. Okay, where's that movement coming from? S minus that. Okay. That is very strange. Alright, as equals width divided by 2, I guess. Or is it byte divided by 2? It's byte divided by 2. That equals 20. It's not using S at all. Why? Why is it not? It very much should be. That's really messed up. Let's do this by putting them in order. I think that was my problem. Yep. Okay. Okay, O divided by 2. Divided by 4. That is very wrong, I know that. It's like super ultra lazy way. Don't know how well that'll scale. Set outer to that. Yeah, scales very poorly. Let's see. Should be 0. That puts it there. So let's say width. No, it should be byte. Yeah. Okay, but it shouldn't be byte. So, where is it wrong? How about we just get rid of it altogether? That'll be 0. Maybe it's something with how that works. The, no, Druaga1's still here, right?
That's our, not falling asleep.
Yeah.
Good job.
Alright, oh, interesting. Okay, we have a new thing here. Alright, anyway, yes, back to this. This is some slow goings here. So yeah, stream health's just been orange the whole time, man. Okay.
I mean,
Alright, so I'm still fighting the design right here. Let's see. Let's bring S back. Width times 3. I don't know. Not width. Byte. I don't need to explicitly set it. Okay, so that's not it. A tiny little amount that it's off really bothers me. Maybe the rotates. Throwing it for a loop here. Let me try this. I'm gonna get rid of this and this and just see what it looks like. It's inside of the other things. Let me do this.
it's going fast.
Euro disco.
Way out there. Oh, spacing? Weird. Why is that? Oh, no, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so... Alright. So this... That's absolutely needed. Now let's comment stuff out this time. That'd be smarter.
Just don't stop.
There is yeah, I'm not getting a crystal clear signal from Druaga1, so sometimes there are some artifacting issues. So that's probably what you're hearing. Why does the cube seem really weird on that? Weird now. Oh, because the cube is completely enveloping it. Okay. Whoa, why was S making it wider? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, yeah, so let's start with this. And then bring this
Kentucky does.
back, so...
All gone.
Let's go with that and say then it needs to be moved. Oh, I had one here? I don't know, whatever.
Someone asked a question and then just paste. Tagios.mid.mp4.jpg.
Alright, is that connected? That is connected. Okay. And then it needs to be plus h divided by 2. That didn't work. Because it needs to be bh.
Let's be connected, alright.
Boom. Alright, there we go. Now we got the byte. Jeez, that was way rougher than it needed to be. Bring this back to where it should be. Alright. Looking a lot better. Alright. Copy this. Now we're going to have another one. Except this one we will be rotating. And we're going to do that around the z-axis. Boom. And then along the y-axis, we're going to add O plus width divided by 2. And boom, now we have our byte on both sides. Alright, finally making some real progress here. That was a lot of messing around to really not get anywhere. Okay. So... Yep, alright. Let's put the inner bits in there. So let's start with inner corners, which the outside is the inside, so O equals I. And then the inner, it's a bit complicated. So I'm going to say I equals O minus 2. Then height was MT. Alrighty. And then needs to be moved over by half of O. And half of O, and then H will be M. Boom. Alright. Perfect. Got that in there. Looking good. Now, I didn't pay attention. Is that centered, or how? Okay, so it needs to be plus half of, or minus half of the thickness, so MT minus, or M minus MT divided by 2. Wow, that was really rough typing there. Okay, so that's the correct position. Alright, 3D replacement. 3D printer, make me a replacement key for my keyboard. Yeah, you can 3D print MX Cherry key caps. Not really Model M ones. They're too thin, and it would just not feel good. Wouldn't feel good for Cherry MX either, but eh. Alright, now we need the wedge, or the, what is it? Split bar. One day I'll remember to call it what I said I would call it.
What?
So length equals I. Width equals BW and H equals MT.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's correct, too. That is oddly exactly what I want right there. Yeah, how's it look on the top? Not quite as tall as I would like. Say, times 2. And that's clearly significantly too wide. Does that need to be divided by 2? Might be. Yeah, I'd say so. Alrighty. Then this should not be minus that. Perfect. Then, oh, it's... Ooh, no, 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 no. That does not work there. Okay, so one of these is not that X, Y width. Oh, 1? No. Undo. 1. Oh, it's really... No, hold on. Undo. What happened here? WX equals... Oh, X equals L. Duh. There we go. Alright, that's better. That's probably fine like that. Being twice as long doesn't really matter. I just don't think it does. Because it really depends on how the switches work. Nah, it won't matter. Okay. There. Okay. Aquacuckoo will not try to fail at making keys. Correct, I will not try to fail at making keys. That's a very double negative statement. Alright, so that's the... Is that everything? I think that's everything. Alright, so that's the core of what I need right there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Right, quit. Git, commit. Sham. Oh, let's status this first. Status. Yep, okay, git, commit. Basic shape. Done. Alright. Oh, it's untracked. Whoops, git add. Git push, okay. Alright, so we're still going to work on this a little bit more because we need to add in the reliefs around this area so that this can actually flex. So, yeah, if it can't flex, it'll just snap. I know 3D printed parts don't work well. Okay, Druaga1 is sleeping.
Editing a video.
Oh, okay, editing a video. It's like sleeping. Except...
Sleeping, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Green. Why, did it sound like I was sleeping?
No, it's just you're quiet for so long. That's all. Okay, so... the slits. Now we need to do that. We'll make a difference in the square tube between it and 2 other cubes. Let's see. So it'll be translate. And we're going to do it along x. Yep. So it'll be O divided by 2 minus W divided by 2. Whoops.
241, 42, 176.
Minus, let's go with O minus I. It'll be my cut width. But that would be that divided by... No, it wouldn't. Okay, that's it. Boom. Say, on y-axis... Let's go with minus O. And z is going to be minus h. Alright. We're going to have a cube. That is O minus I x width. And is O times 3 on the y-axis, right? Yeah. And h times 3. Boom. Alright, so that's pretty big. I don't really want it to be h times 3 on the height. Alright, so we're getting close. Why that's over there, I'm not really sure. Let me see. File generated unknown variable W.
Unknown variable W. I'm used to that being like a number or something.
Oh. That was supposed to be byte width. Let's go with that. There we go. That shouldn't be that, so let's see how big that is thrown together. So, yeah, no, that's the correct size. It's just not correct at all. Say, divided by 2, but order of operations here. Boom. Okay, but it's not moving. So, oh! Duh. Bam. Alright, well now it's just gone. Great. Alright. Let's say minus O minus H. So let's go with 0, 0. See if that's the problem. It is not. Control R. Whoops. Minus, oh, yeah, huh, der. In order of operations. That's nearly where I want it. So if I make that, that's way wrong. I'm as if I remove none of it. It's super wrong. Oh yeah, it's this divided by 2, huh? Divided by 2. Oh, no, not quite. Oh, it didn't get added in. Why didn't it get added in? There we go, that's where I want it. Okay. So I have that, it goes all the way through. Cool. Alright. Now, it's going to be H plus MT. I'm just going to have it go all the way up to that. No, plus M. That's what I meant. Okay. That's a little high, isn't it? I think that's a bit high. M minus MT. Okay, so we'll just go up right to underneath where the stuff is. Okay. We're gonna take all this, yank, yank, paste, and we're gonna do the same thing, but on the other side. That's not quite it. So that would be there, but I don't want it there. Let's say plus. Boom. All right, that's how I want it. Those are my tabs for that. I think this is ready to print now. Not 100% sure, but I think I can try and make this work right now. Whether or not it can be sliced is another problem, because this is like a really weird shape for a 3D printer part. Super thin. So add snap strain relief. Oh, whatever, fine. Alright, so let's bring Slicer into this. Oh, actually I have to export a 3D model. Export STL. Nothing to export. F6, alright. Do this, that was super quick. File, export, STL. Alright. Keystem.stl, yep. Alright, now I gotta launch Slicer, which is really frustrating. Drive. 3D print, software, Slicer, bin, launch, boom. Okay. 3D print incoming. That is correct. We should be real close. I'm not going to add my lip first because I want to see how well it fits as standard to begin with. So, let's see. Not that.
I'm gonna leave you guys. This is Mr.
Alright, rotate, doesn't really matter, but let's go with X, 180, bam. Alright, so we're going to print this. Let me get the printer on now. So, we need to slice this. Layer height 1.5, yeah, let's see how this looks. Alright, so we're going to bridge that, because I can't really dig out supports, so it's just not going to happen. Let me see, how do those look? Oh, man, it's going to try and do it that way? Oh, that's going to suck. Ooh. Really? It thinks it's going to put an infill in there. Jeez. Okay,
Have you been?
1.
Oh, did you set your moderators?
I don't have any moderators. Well, I guess I should, huh? Remind me about that in Discord later, people who should be moderators.
Well, it's best to do it now, because now you have people's names in the chat that you can just click to make moderator.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
You mouse over one of the names, and then you click the 3 little dots to the right of it.
Oh, okay.
Option to make moderator, so you can type something, and then...
Oh, that's really easy then. Boom. Done. Alright. Av, if you're still watching,
There you go.
Put a message in.
I've already did.
There we go. Alright. Oh, yeah, I didn't see it, because, yeah. Add moderator. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard to... Yeah, okay, that's... Yeah, my apologies. That was a whole hour ago. Wow, I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. How long has it been? An hour and 28 minutes. Man, okay. Yeah, again, sorry. Oops. Okay, how thick are those walls? Because that doesn't seem right. It shouldn't be... There shouldn't be that much. That's 1 millimeter right there, and it's less than a millimeter, so... Okay. 0.4, I don't know. I don't know how much I trust it here. I feel like it's not doing it right.
Be mad.
What?
It's in very mad.
Oh, how much do I need to donate to B for mod? Yeah, that's not how it works. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, you probably want that, huh? Too.
Type something again.
Yeah, there you go. I got it.
Oh, there it is. Yay! Banned everybody.
That's Slicer. Yes, it is Slicer. Yes. And yes, I am doing this in Open S Cad. I'll be sad. Green, if you hang around Discord long enough and demonstrate responsibility, eventually you may get mod status. So it's just you just need to show that you're responsible. All right. So let's see. I think this might be ready. Alright, let's see. If he gets mod, do I get admin? That's not quite how it works. Right now, admin's mostly being treated as someone who helps with Discord-specific things. So, there's not much point in being more than a mod. Unless you know Discord really well. There is a question for you in the video, or in the chat.
See. That me?
Yes, from Gabriel. Gabriel. I'm not good with...
It's the white thing with red lights under the monitor in some of the Druaga videos. White thing with red lights? Do you mean the strip thing?
Say that again.
Strip thing. You know, you turn stuff on and off. You put it underneath your monitor.
Oh, the power switch. Oh, do you have one of those on your...
Well, no, but I can't. Maybe he saw it in a really old video.
Ah, okay.
The power strip that's in like a pizza box form factor with switches for each thing.
Alright, oh,
Anyway,
it's upside down. One moment. Actually, let's do this. Do it this way. Add scene, overhead cam, and then this one I'll transform. Rotate 180 degrees. There we go. Alright, send to printer. Okay, let's see how this goes. So this is going to be without the lip on the top that I intend on having. But we'll see. So I fully expect this not to work with this print, but I just need to check the clearances to see how much more I need to shave off. So, because I think this is going to be a lot thicker. Yeah. Oh, well, that's...
gonna be better than me. No need to try, right? No, I'm just playing. I'm kidding. Don't hurt me, please. I'm kidding.
I didn't hear what you said.
Well, I think it's okay.
How to do time-lapse in real time. If you think that's what's going to happen here, you are sorely mistaken. We're going to watch a print happen in real time.
You could do like time travel.
Yes, yeah. Stop watching now, and then come watch the video again later, and then skip ahead. That's how you do that. Oh, it would help if I was connected to the printer. Yeah, let's resend that. Send the printer. I had to get Octoprint up here. It wasn't running. There we go. Oh, it's a tiny little 200K print file. This is going to be no time at all.
I won't stop.
Okay, so now we wait.
dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So currently the heated bed is heating up. Um, so, yep. There's no rules that say you can't 3D print whatever you want. Well, actually, there are. It gets kind of complicated when you try and 3D print firearms components. But Legos, go
Said
for it. What?
And demonetized.
Yeah. Oh no, you were beatboxing in the background, so it's going to be really hard.
Oh yeah, like hey, hey,
And our voices are indistinguishable, so
piss off. Machine learning, dude. Whatever.
the only thing that can tell us apart is machine learning.
Think he cannot be singing and talking at the same time.
Yeah. I'm playing with your mighty putty right now. Man, I don't know why it's taking so long to heat up. This doesn't feel right. I think it's just going slow because I'm watching it. I don't normally care, so.
We got a new version of a washed pot never boils.
Yeah. A watched heated bed never achieves thermal...
Nice.
Yeah, when it was a target, there we go. Watch heated bed never achieves a thermal target.
Said catch fire.
If your MOSFETs are catching fire, you're doing something really wrong. So. Oh man, yeah. I still have to record the rest of this video today.
Oh no.
Yeah, so after I'm done with the 3D printed components here, I'm going to be doing the rest of the video where I fully assemble and test this, because I'm not going to do that on the stream. That's not a stream thing. Yep, here we go. Printer's coming to life. Now it has to heat up the hot end, which takes almost no time, comparatively. So. I'm hoping I'm not going to regret not putting a brim on this, but I'm not sure. So we will see. Yeah, Green, I wouldn't do that. That's a great way to get in prison. So
Definitely.
yeah. Floppy disk spotted. Oh, yep, there's a floppy disk. And here's another floppy disk. And there's a lot of floppy disks around here.
Yeah.
And floppy. And
But what if the chat
floppy.
chat gets demonetized and then
And floppy.
super chats?
And floppy. I don't know how that works. And floppy. And floppy. Uh-oh.
I hope that's a joke. Oh shit! I just saw it. Why are you putting save icons all over your 3D printer?
Let's see here if I can get an angle more like this. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. Actually, I'm going to use some of those floppy disks to prop up the camera at a better angle. The save icon in Adobe Reader was a zip disk at some point? That's weird.
That's kind of cool. I've never felt silly about saving a project with the floppy disk icon when the project is larger than what a floppy disk can hold. About it.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, for the person asking, this red lighted piece here that goes all the way down is for leveling the bed. It takes multiple measurements around the bed and builds a mesh in memory and then uses that to offset the print head as it moves around.
Pretty sophisticated stuff right there.
It's hard to tell, but I think those walls are like way, way too thick. It sucks that this thing has critical dimensions on the inside and outside, so there's no room for error. The printer was $200 to begin with, but I'm probably $300 into it total after add-ons, if you don't count the Raspberry Pi and the display I have for it, because that's like $100 on its own. Well, they're clearly pretty thin walls. You're able to see the light shining through both of them. So, AB or PLA, because I'm like right next to it and don't have a fume extractor. So, actually, there's a spool of PLA holding the webcam down, and I've never tried printing it. Any ideas what I should do with the Pi 3? Nope, not really. That's that's why most people just end up using him for a retro video game emulator, because like, oh, it's a computer the size of a credit card, I must have it, but then they don't have a use for it, so. I'm probably going to be using one with my USB oscilloscope interface at some point to 3D print a standalone digital oscilloscope box, and then write a custom interface that allows me to use physical knobs and buttons for my bitscope. Because I hate it as a USB scope. It sucks. But if it was a standalone physical thing that I could turn on and just use, then I think I would like it. So I'll probably do that at some point. I try not to smell PLA too much because it's not terrific for you. Yep, alright, time to get complicated. I need to set my infill speeds down a lot slower. Oh, it's bridging. That needs to be fast, actually.
Is it done.
What now?
It's almost done.
Oh no, it's about halfway. This is gonna be a quick print because it's tiny. But I can't do like a draft quality print that's really rough because I need to test how it physically fits in there.
I use my Game Boy to mine coins.
Yes. Let's see, if I put the key stem in upside down, it should slide pretty reliably. So just for reference, here's how that looks upside down. It should work. So that's how I will initially do it, and then I should be able to fit a key on the key stem. So that's the two ways that I need to measure success of the dimensions here. What settings work best for you? I can look through here. It's really dependent on your slicer too. Like slice like 3R as Tom 3D calls it. It's got problems with the extrusion width when you try to automatically do it. So I manually calibrate every single part of the settings. But let's see here. Temperature for it. I also vary my temperature for each roll of filament. I test them to see what prints best. Let's see. So this filament is printing with let's see, speed. Perimeters are not 110. I don't know why it says that there. Real perimeters are 30 millimeters per second. My inner perimeters are 110, it looks like. Infill is 120. Bridges are 80 millimeters per second. Support material I print at 20 millimeters per second. Let's see. My filament I print at 200 degrees Celsius, and this is PLA. My print bed is at 60 degrees Celsius. How about 3D printing on paper? Your 3D printer can take the role of a 2D printer. Actually, I'm going to be experimenting with 3D printing onto paper for my flexible filament. I want to see if I can just lay a sheet of paper down on top of my PEI and then just be able to like dissolve the paper off, because the flexible filament bonds chemically with the PEI and it's a pain to remove it and then change the Z leveling. Or use masking tape. I'm not a fan of the tape. Will you need to sandpaper the final piece to work, or your printer is very precise? I've seen one, and the printed result was kind of rough. I have my printer very dialed in. I've spent a long time calibrating it. So it should be able to produce the part accurately enough that I don't have to do any finishing. But if I have to, I will. I have a full set of files that I can use on that. Although I actually don't have them in the location that I am with the printer right now, so I would have to go acquire them. Match, do you 3D print on a regular basis? I don't 3D print knickknacks, so I only 3D print when I need to. So it's really dependent on when I encounter a need, but I'd say twice a month probably. Have you jumped to 24 volts yet?
You don't print little Kirby's like I would.
No. Have you jumped to 24 volts yet? No. I would rather build a new 3D printer from scratch than try and convert this one to 24 volts, to be honest. Acetone smoothing does not work on PLA. Yeah, someone got that. Someone wants one of your Kirby's.
Only got 2 of them, dude. You ain't gonna take them?
Yeah. Alright, now it's printing the strain relief portion. I have a heated bed, but the prints often don't stick well despite the heated bed. Seriously, everyone says it's pretty much true. PEI is magic. Some people scuff theirs up. Obviously, I've left mine glossy. I like the glossy side to the prints. Some people, it really bothers them that one side's different. I don't honestly care, but I don't do aesthetically pleasing prints. So, my use is different. Kirby giveaway at insert milestone. That for you though.
I only have 2 Kirby's. I don't have any to spare. You gotta print me some Kirbs and send them to me.
Oh my gosh, I don't have pink filament. You're gonna have to send that to me. Unless you want lime green Kirby's, I have that.
Well, it's like second player Kirby. Second player in Smash.
Hmm.
'Cause I think there actually is a green. You can go green in that.
Alright, it's done. Now it needs to cool off, and then I can try it out. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera back to my swing arm here. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the part off. It's not fully cooled, but it won't matter. Comparing it to the original, it's actually not too far off. I'm liking my odds here. How does the stem fit in? Oh, that feels really good. Ooh. Ooh, oh, wow. That's cool.
Oh, damn it, I missed it.
That gives me high confidence. I don't know if it's passed yet. Alright, let's see how it fits in here. Oh, whoa! Okay, hold on. Did I get this perfect the first time? That would be incredible. Alright, I'm just going to use tweezers in here to break out some of the strings, and then I'm going to try assembling it with the 3D printed piece. I don't know how much these are going to...
Green activated.
This doesn't feel terrific, so something may have happened there. But, yeah, let's try this out.
Oh, there's the composite later.
The what now? Oh, this isn't happy. It's not that... It doesn't feel great down in there now. Oh! Oh, I just trashed the whole thing. Oh, no. I made a big mistake there.
Wait, did you break the whole, like, your 3D printed piece or the whole thing?
I broke the key portion. Uh-oh. I had it in at the wrong angle. Oh, dude, that sucks.
How do 3D prints on else?
No, I like ruined the metal contacts inside. Yeah, that was a mistake. That's not good. Okay, so what just happened is yeah, so you can see that the tabs and the middle brace are 90 degrees of each other there. So, whoops. That's not good.
Rip in pepperoni.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that in the slightest.
My keys, it should be E, not F.
Pretty sure you can get auto banned for spamming for doing that kind of stuff. Oh,
Moderator's full ban.
this isn't good.
Fix it.
I'm going to try and fix it, but this key's never going to be the same after this. This sucks. That really sucks. I'm going to take off one of the other ones so I can compare the original shape. And while that's going on, let me do this. Modify my design and rotate it and start 3D printing a replacement. So I think split bar can be rotated like this. Yep. Alright, that's all I needed to do was that. I should have checked that first. Wow, I can't believe I just did that. That's not good. Wow, I got 78 viewers. That is a ton. Well, thank you for the compliment on the code. It is actually available on GitHub right now. I'm going to be committing that change to there. Alright, let's go back to Slicer. And we're going to reload from disk. It's still not correct. Oh, I gotta redo the 3D model with this. Alright.
Pro model wasn't broke. It wasn't messed up.
No, the model was wrong. My design was wrong. That was what happened. I didn't pay attention to something that I should have. And then I didn't pay attention when it felt like it was really difficult to put it in there. How much did you use your ProLiant DL380G for? Quite a lot, actually. Alright, send to printer. Let's do this. So that'll be printing while I'm working on repairing this. Let's go back to camera. And grab my pliers that can do this. Okay, so this is the good one. So yeah, you can see how much I really messed up the springs. Time to attempt to reshape them to match. So there should be basically no bend down here. This really sucks. This may result in me actually sacrificing something from a TI-99. Even though literally the whole point of what I'm doing is to not have to sacrifice a part from a TI-99. Did the PSUs get extremely hot for me? I don't think so. These tweezers need realigned. Alright, printer's off doing printery things now. Man, with 4 independent little spring pieces that touch this thing, they must be really proud of their debounce circuit on this keyboard. That is quite a lot going on there. Oh, that did not feel good, and I can see a... Alright, I'm going to stop reshaping that. I feel like the metal might snap. We'll stick to this side. Just need to get this one back a little bit more. Okay, I think that's gonna have to do. Alright. Because I have a G5 and power supply's around 60C. I don't know if I could, get that. Just get a Unicon keyboard and sacrifice parts out of that. No, this isn't a Model M. This is not buckling spring. This is actually a, oh man, I knew the name. It's actually in the GitHub repo, I think. What is it? No, it isn't. What is it?
Magic.
It's the less common model is Hi-Tek. What is it called? It's in my notes for the video. Hold on. Now I must know. Okay, you can get set Open S Cad automatically recompile on file changes. I don't, well, it does automatically re-renders, but recompile would be different, where it automatically generates and saves a STL file. That's a little different. Let's see, there are stack pole switches. That's what they are. They're not buckling spring, they're stack pole. Not a Model F either, no. Basically, the HP 86 and the TI-99 4A are the only two things that really used it. There are DEC VT100 keyboards that have them, but yeah, that's about it. It reminds me of using the command line in Autodesk AutoCAD. Yeah, I've seen AutoCAD being used like... Oh, I just printed the... Oops. I'm printing the
wrong thing.
I'm printing it upside down. Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll see how that goes. Whoops. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it won't. I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess won't. I'm just going to cancel it and wipe it off and start it over again. Yeah. So let's do this. Cancel. Yes. Yeah. That wasn't going to do much at all. That was good. Alright, send to printer. SolidWorks is greater than Autodesk. I don't know. I think it depends on what you want. AutoCAD 2002, give me nostalgia. I have an AutoCAD, what is it? I have AutoCAD LT97. It's equivalent to R13, I believe. Complete in box. I have it installed on my Windows 98 machine. It's kind of fun to use. See. Oh, Open S Cad. Oh, you can do that. Yeah, I could do that. I know what you're saying. You build in the render commands into Open S Cad. That would work. Is there a printer cam? There is about to be. Let me switch to that. So, actually, let me try this first. I'm gonna rip out the wedge bit in here, and then I just want to see how well this fits. Wow, it is in there. That is gonna be strong. Jeez. Alright, now let's see how well this fits. Okay, when it's not totally messing it up, it's not half bad. So, the latches even work. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let me pull this out and put it in there with the spring, because I forgot to put the spring in there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any real. I'm not a fan of subscription software. I just don't like that model. Doesn't jive with me. Dude, look at that. That is a key switch. Oh.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look at it.
That is cool.
Is it working now?
It's going to. I just have to print the new one with the bar at the 90-degree different angle. But yeah, I printed something that works.
The actual key underneath.
It's the piece that moves. Yes, that is working. Oh, that's satisfying. Oh, that is super satisfying. Why does the bar matter? So the way that these keys work, you can see in here, kind of, if it'll focus, that these two metal contacts are separated by the bar. When you depress the key down, they touch. So that's how the key knows that it's been pressed. That is how it is activated. So the bar has to be in there, because right now, the piece I printed, that I just kind of chucked off to the side, doesn't have that bar in there, because I just ripped it out, because I'd put the bar in at the wrong angle. So... what I'll probably do...
Rebar?
The F key? No, this is a G key. Yes. This lets you switch between alpha and graphics display sets, and it also doubles as the down key. So, alright. Let me go ahead and re-implement printer cam. So, let me switch to screen while I'm doing that. I really, really wish I could make this just reach. Let's see, can I do something different? Trying to see if I can binder clip this in a different position.
Well, that's a downer.
What happened?
Down arrow. It's broken.
Oh.
Downer.
Oh, Jesus. That might work. Let's see if it'll be on screen. Printer. Kinda. Focus. Focus. I know you can focus closer than that. Bingo. That's close-ish. That's not bad. Alright, there we go.
That's a little out of focus. Can you manually?
No. Do his webcam.
Well, I mean, I can manual my webcam.
I can't do it in real time, but I can I don't know. It might be possible. It's complicated. So, alright. Oh man, I'm really excited here. Only took you 3 hours according to GitHub? Probably. Let me see how long the stream's been going, because that's my real time of effort here. 2 hours, 10 minutes, yeah. I created the repo a little before I did the stream, so. Yep. Wait, is there music on the Discord again? Not this time. I don't have my record player set up in a way that I can really use it right now, so. Yeah. I was doing some reorganizing. The Pioneer SX780 is currently taking its spot. Yeah, the weird angle is because the webcam's binder clipped to the front of the printer. Cool, I appreciate it. I don't know if that really gets me anything. I don't know if Discord. Wow, GitHub. I don't think there's any real benefit to that, but yeah. Is it possible to use multiple sound cards in Linux, like the browser plays sound on one, I don't know, Spotify on another? Yes, it is. You're going to have to look into manually routing your syncs that Pulse Audio generates to different sources. That's what you will want to do. But it should be possible. What are your PC specs? I have a Haswell i5 and 960 and 32 gigs of RAM. Yes, I do. Yeah, that's why records are being shown in it. I guess the Discord DJ and the Discord link didn't quite tip you off, but yes. Yeah, PAUV control doesn't save, so you're going to have to manually, you're going to create a script that does that. I'd created a script at one point to do that kind of thing where I could control the volume of just VLC with a wheel and pedal combination. So I could have pedals underneath of my desk from a Logitech driving wheel, and then push down one pedal as an analog volume control, and then tap the other one to set it. That was a kind of fun little project. Man, that focus sucks. It's much too happy to focus on the background. Well, does Linux work as a main OS for you? It's perfectly fine for me. I haven't been able to get any of my paid software working with Wine. Well, it depends. That's the big catch right there. Relearning most programs. Yeah, you kind of do that. You switch which programs you use for open source ones. And then you kind of value open source more because it means it works on Linux. So, yeah, that's a troubling portion of this, of using Linux. Alright, any ideas why sound is really quiet in Linux with my external sound card? It might have an amp inside that's not used, or something with the Linux drivers. Nah, Linux audio sucks. So it's, yeah, really, really difficult to give you any recommendations there. Dude, webcam, focus, jeez. Oh, no, I was using a lens cloth to get it to focus. Can you set manual focus? I can, but it's not worth trying to set it up right now. Alright, so everyone's sharing... What?
You should make my own CMOS battery out of, like, AA's.
Ah, there'll be 2 AA's. But no, since they can be recharged through the port as well, I wouldn't do that.
Are you sure?
Well, they're lithium batteries. They can technically be recharged.
Shit.
Yeah.
So I should blow up some AA's?
Yes. I have accidentally recharged a 9-volt that was made of quadruple A batteries. That was fun. It got so hot, it melted ABS.
I thought it was just like essentially a non-rechargeable in there.
Oh yeah, they're not rechargeable. They're not intended to be, at least.
Wait.
Yeah, I charged.
No, I mean the.
Oh, the CR2032. I believe CR2032s are technically rechargeable, just technically. It's not recommended, but they can be. Anyway, look, I've been using.
Is it like?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Does it just constantly charge them up when they're in the board and then just die because they just fail?
I'm not 100% sure about their usage in BIOS or in as a CMOS battery. I'm really not sure.
Oh.
But I would look it up first.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Before I blow up some.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been using Ubuntu since 2013. So that's, yeah. What ideas do you have for a server computer? CMOS
batteries are CR2032 lithium button cell batteries and are not rechargeable.
Not technically. I might be totally wrong here, but I would really double check.
Finish yet.
Yeah.
So there are rechargeable batteries that are the same size, but they can't be recharged by your computer.
Ah, that would make sense. Let's see. There were 2 questions about, what do I think about Spectrum Meltdown? Yeah, that kind of stuff's inevitable. It's just going to happen. Deal with it. Let's see. We have ideas about a server computer. I think I was thinking that I would get, like, well, it really depends. Do you just want network storage, or do you need remote CPU computation? It all depends on your needs. So, personally, I'm a fan of buying 5-year-old servers off Craigslist. I have this mantra that I live by almost, that servers right now are 5 years ahead of where consumer computers will be. Hold on, let me rephrase this. Well, servers are basically 10 years ahead of consumer computers, is how I look at it. So if you buy a server computer from 5 years ago, it's still going to be better than your home computer for like 5 years. That's how I generally think about it. Their servers are nuts. Well, see, now I use my Xserve all the time, since it has two essentially i5s on it, I use it to do distributed multi-threaded rendering for my videos. It can literally render a video 4 times faster than my desktop can. Alright. Time to move the webcam back. I do also use it as file storage. I have a gigabit connection dedicated between it and my desktop. It's the only thing on the NIC. Alright, cam, here we go. So, time to give this another shot. This time I'll double check. Alright, tabs, boom, bar, perfect. Okay, so since I don't think, well, maybe this can split it. That looks pretty good in there, actually. That's pretty sharp. I'm going to see if it can split the good one that I have open here. How much? Oh, these provide a lot more resistance than last time. That's good. So they're kind of weak last time. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's see. Time to see, can it split the contacts? It doesn't really want... There we go, it did it. They're split. You know what would help? Putting the spring in there. Let's take it back out and put the spring in there. Slowly go over the contacts. They split, locked in place. Oh man, I'm really excited. That is working. Okay, let me hook up a multimeter to the contacts on the back and test it out, just so I can feel all warm and fuzzy. Oh, that's nice. That's really sweet. Alright, so that's the design proven to work. So, I think it is time to iterate upon this a little bit. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to raise the edge of this up just slightly, and then add an extended portion that goes around out a little bit farther, probably about 1 millimeter, and then use that to protect the plastic so it can't split again in the future. So, let's go ahead and start that. I'm super happy with this. This is really cool. So, yep, let's keep going. Let's design the perfect one. Ah, that is really satisfying. It's not spreading them quite as far apart as the other one, so I think I'm going to add a 0.5 millimeter to the width of the center bar. Now I'm looking at it. Let's see in here, that's not quite as far apart as these are. So, yeah, let me do that. Just help guarantee that it's doing the best job that it can. What?
Big bag and number of screws in it. Oh.
Right. Let's go ahead and go back to screen. Alright, so the bar width is here. So I currently have it at 2.6. So, I wonder, oh wait, hold on, that's the byte width. Okay, so I need the split bar length. Is height. Okay, so byte width divided by 2. So I am using that. Why don't I have that divided by 2? That's weird. I think I'm using that for the locking tabs too. I think that's part of my problem. I didn't have a... Oh, I'm supposed to be using S. It's split. Okay, that's the problem. But I don't have 2 S's in here, do I? No, I don't have S anywhere else. So that's 1.75. So hold on. I did something stupid here. Python. So I was using... That was 1.3. Yeah, that's my problem. Okay. Split bar should be S. Boom. Perfect. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Replace the key switches, I guess. Hold on. How would you even mod it to be mechanical? If I was going to mod this keyboard to be mechanical, which technically it already is, but I'm going to assume you mean add Cherry MX switches. So let's just go over this briefly here. Most keyboards, well, true mechanical keyboards, are designed with a backplane PCB, and you have all of these switches soldered directly to it. So all of these individual points on here are the 2 contacts for each switch. So what I would have to do if I wanted to make this a Cherry MX keyboard is I would have to redesign this PCB to accept Cherry MX switches. Now, the way these keys are designed, it would be possible to print an adapter to allow you to connect the original keycaps to these. So it wouldn't be impossible or even a really terrible idea to convert this to Cherry MX. It's just, it would be a lot of work. Designing and printing one little keycap stem thing to just replace the ones that fail on this is a lot easier, because the root problem here is that these, over time, as these split in the corners, they get stuck in place, so they don't come back up. So that's what I'm trying to solve here. Commodore keyboard. No, this is the keyboard for an HP 86B. I wish it was a Commodore keyboard. In that case, I would just buy a new one, because those are a lot more common. So, alright. Let's keep going here. So we have that corrected. Now we need to add the lip to the top. So let's make a new module. Top lip. Getting dust and stuff in my Model M from the other keyboard. Okay, so we have inner, which will be, well, we have outer equals 10, inner equals 9, and then we have the lip. Let's call it width. I don't know. Nah, let's just go with 1 value. So we'll add 2 millimeters all around. Well, 2? Do we really want 2? Yeah, sure, why not? 2. L equals 2. Well, now it's LX, LY. There we go. Just do it that way. Alright, so, and we'll offset it in the other space. So we're basically going to make a square tube here. Square tube. The inner is going to be, well, inner. Outer is going to be outer plus, that should be, you know what, no. Width, height, there we go. R plus L width, then I got 1. And H equals LH. I'm going to go ahead and translate. H. Top lip.
$6 for a battery, what the?
And O, Alright, let's see how this changes over here. It did not do what I thought it would. Oh, lop lip. Yeah, that won't help. Boom. Okay. So I also need to offset it by that much. -1. -1. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. There we go. Alright. So. Alrighty. Now, I do think that's pretty good, but a millimeter's kind of really... Nah, millimeter's kind of big. We'll go with a millimeter. Millimeter all around. Yeah, I think that's good. How many key you making? How would they feel? Well, I'm only going to make the ones that I need, because they're really a pain to change. So I don't want to have to remove all of them from the whole keyboard. But, oh god, I'm going to have to remove the numpad, which is one piece. Whoa. Well, at least I don't have to remove the alphanumerics. I don't think I do. I don't think any of those are bad enough I have to do it. So for right now, it's just going to be 2. So, that's a relief. So much stuff falling out of that keyboard. Into my everyday one.
One keyboard to another.
Yes. Alright, yep, I think that's good. Okay. Let's generate that and save it. Export as STL. Keystem. Strong. Alright, I'm going to add a comment to this. Extra. Lip for added strength. The problem is they split. So, there we go. Git commit. Add extra lip. Push. Alright, and now we'll go back and print that. So, we're gonna get rid of that one. Add a new one. Refresh. Why isn't it there? File, export, STL. Keystem. I wonder what I saved it as. Whoops. Strong. Alright. Rotate X. 180. Boom. And send to printer. Alright.
I'm gonna have to start buying some CMOS batteries.
I can print you a AA to CMOS battery adapter.
That.
Well, I could.
Is that one of my computers 3.6 volts?
Oh, is it a really weird looking battery?
It's not normal. It's a little short, stubby.
It could be a zinc air battery. What? You'd cut out there. I didn't hear what you said. I think you might still be cutting out. There we go. You're back.
Number on the battery.
3.6.
Then you can go from there.
I'll have to find the exact link to what I'm thinking of later, but I have a micro voltmeter that I need to do a full recap on. And it needs a new zinc air battery. It's a really weird kind of battery. At Aowu in the Discord channel, I do know that Curious Mark is going to very much enjoy these. 'Cause,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, this is a thing. So, I'm probably going to make a post in VC Fed about this as well, because this is... It's going to be really nice not have to deal with this anymore. No printer cam yet, because I'm waiting for the print bed to move so I can binder clip the webcam to the front of the printer. So, all right, it's lithium apple for Aquacuckoo. I don't know what that is. All right, print bed's moving. It's got a level, but then it should be good. Let's go ahead and try and binder clip it here. Ooh.
oh God.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to recreate the same angle as last time. It's not doing it now. Let's see how that looks. That is not acceptable. Let's see. Ooh, actually, that would work very well. Let's just do that. Alright, there we go. Just use a little random junk holder thing I keep around. Alright, focus. Boom. Aquacuckoo, where did you get your name? Man, I'm starting to feel like I should just make a video that describes this. Everyone always asks.
No, they'll still ask.
Yeah, probably.
It still happen.
It's also the most disappointing thing ever. I also I feel like I should make up a better story. I was trying to get a new username because my previous one was very poorly chosen, and I had decided I wanted one that was guaranteed to be unique. So I'd been trying to rack my head around how I could do that, and well, I took a GameCube controller in a game, and yeah, I'm about to look at that in the Vexco, and I just spazzed my hands on the controller, and Aquacuckoo is what came out. So that's how it happened. Okay, Awu. I have a friend that just bought a buttload of Tadpole Spark books off eBay and has been working on 3D printed parts for things like the lid latches, mouse buttons, IMO, PCMCIA slot doors, and they're all flimsy plastic that breaks to dust. He's going to have them all done and happy by the time VC Fest East happens in May. That's cool. Man, 3D printed parts are just so amazing. I can rapid prototype a new component for a computer from 1983, 3 feet away from my main computer on my desk. It's just, oh, it's so awesome. So, yeah, I'm really, I enjoy having a 3D printer. It was money extremely well spent. One side of the print is lifting. If you can see that, that's not good. Akbakuku, do you have staff applications or something? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. See, anyone going to Midwest Gaming Classic next weekend? I don't know. How much your printer cost? $200 plus about $100 worth of add-ons plus about $100 for the Raspberry Pi and display.
I'm taking apart the Windows 95 machine.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, at Ghost Festive, we're not accepting staff applications at the moment. Overall, I'm happy with my moderation team. They're doing a good job. Everything Computer 7, it really matters what your technical skill level is. So I would, if you don't know a lot about electronics, I would recommend a real Prusa, a Mark II or Mark III, whichever one your budget could afford. Because the cheaper ones, if you don't know what you're doing, you can have a problem. There have been several fires, especially from the exact printer that I have. So you gotta do a lot of research if you're gonna get a cheap printer. Eduardo, if you're not buying a cheap as dirt Far East printer, then it's just going to cost a lot more because the real full productized ones are just absurdly more expensive. Do either of you go on WinWorld PC forums? I didn't.
Not the forums, but the site.
Yeah, I didn't know there was forums. To be honest, I've never been able to get myself to continuously use a forum. VC Fed is like a match made in heaven for me, and I still can't get it working right. Did I get the inductive?
I think if I start using forums somewhere, some people would start to think that I know what I'm talking about, and I think that's a problem.
Getting the inductive sensor fixed. That's still the same inductive sensor on there that destroyed my BuildTak knockoff. So far, it's been working okay with the PEI, but I know one day it's going to turn around and stab me in the back. I do have a new one, and I just haven't put it in yet. I'm going to mount it. If you can see my hand here, there's the linear rails on the back have holes in them, and I printed out a mount that allows you to put it back there, so I need to do that still. But, yeah. Do I need a heated bed? Yes. Just yes. It makes everything better. 33 degrees Celsius is about half of what you actually use for your 3D print bed temperature. So. Macintosh Garden website. It's very useful for older Macintosh software. No, I haven't. Well, actually, maybe someone has mentioned that to me. I feel like someone at some point has, but I just don't have a lot of use for my older Macs. Oh, that reminds me. Druaga, that joystick that you gave me, the Gravis Blackhawk. Did you know that was an ADB joystick?
My sound cards.
What?
Maybe we're talking about two different joysticks. I know I gave you an Apple Desktop Bus joystick.
Okay, yeah.
A Gravis.
A Gravis Blackhawk, yeah.
Is it Gravis or Gravis?
I don't know. I've always called it Gravis. But anyway, it sucks. I tried it out on that on Spectre, the game I played in the video, and it's really weird. It works like a mouse, but it doesn't auto-center to the middle of the screen. So it just kind of...
Lovely.
Yeah.
You can use it as a mouse.
You can use it as a mouse, but say you move the joystick all the way to an upper corner really quickly, it's not going to move as far. And then you very slowly move it to the center, it's going to move farther back than it moved the first time. So it doesn't work for games at all, which was really disappointing. Because I love that joystick. I have that joystick for other systems. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I may try and fix it. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so back to chat questions while printer's going. No, my Xserve does not have a graphics card. I've been curious to try putting a better graphics card in there and then use CUDA rendering for Blender, but I don't see any reason I couldn't just do that on my desktop instead. Let's see. I'm trying to get context for the power edges. Oh, for using it instead of a heated bed. Ha ha. Let's see. Lazy Game Reviews has mentioned Macintosh Garden's been doing a review on his 128K Mac. Yeah, probably. I tend to just play the games that I have physically because there's so many games out there. And I have, I must be near 400 big box games now, so it just makes sense to play the ones I have, not try and download more. So, mouse acceleration on the joystick, yes, because it works as a mouse. That is how it registers to the computer. It is a mouse. So, yep. About the 3D printer, it requires a lot of maintenance. I had to tighten my belts recently, but I wouldn't say it takes a lot of maintenance, no. I mean, it's a physical machine that does additive processing. It's going to take some maintenance, but I wouldn't call it an overburdensome amount. So, is there a switch on the joystick that will switch between control modes? I remember some joysticks having it. You know what? I need to double check that. It would be nice if it just worked as the numpad keys. Jazz Jackrabbit is amazing. One of these days I'll end up with Jazz Jackrabbit, but it's so expensive to get that I don't know if it'll happen. And I don't currently look for it on eBay just because there's a lot of stuff I still need to get. Like, I don't have a boxed copy of Quake 2 yet. It's not that expensive. It's just I haven't gotten around to it yet. There's other rarer stuff that I'm trying to hunt down first.
Yeah, I like the menu music for Jazz Jackrabbit. But the music in general, because if you listen to Jazz Jackrabbit 2 or 3, it's all Alexander Brandon.
Yeah, I haven't played any of them at all.
I'm going to listen to it right and easy.
Let's see, Awu in Discord. I'll be sure to give your feedback. Oh, okay, VC-fed computer forums were a lot better a couple years ago before they modernized it. I joined it fairly recently. I actually, just within the last, year and a half, got 90% of my vintage computer collection, if you don't count stuff that's post-Pentium. I'll be sure to give your feedback to Evan when I see him at VC-fed during the Inner Circle dinner run after hours. I'm not quite sure what you mean. To be quite honest, the forum was better when Eric was running the show and not the Foundation. But I have the same issue V said and some other forums I can deal with because they're for vintage gear and archive fairly well. Yeah, it's got to be something that just absolutely 100% clicks with me if I'm going to try and use a forum. And I don't feel drawn to go to a forum to just look. It feels like I'm just wasting time. So it seems like an information database to me. If I have a question, I'm going to ask and see if other people, have a solution, or maybe someone else has already asked a question and there's a solution known, or maybe I have information that I want to give. There are some times where it can make sense. Like when I got the HP86, I made a thread on there just to get some general feedback because I had no idea what I got my hands on to. So, let's see. I have no idea what are those printers called. They have like a liquid tank and the stuff hardens when a laser. That's an SLA printer. Wouldn't that be useful for you? I would love an SLA printer. They're a couple grand though, so that's not going to happen. So, let's see. Yeah, resin printers, that's it.
Oh shit!
Let's
You
see.
guys still there?
Yes. What do I do as my day job? I'm a contract software developer. Quick question. I have an IBM PS1 with a 486 DX25. Wow, that's a lowly DX. I recently acquired an ATI VGA Wonder display card, but I'm not sure whether to replace the built-in CL. I am not familiar enough with that exact hardware configuration to be able to give you any real.
Sounds like something I could use.
Yeah, I can't really tell you much about that right now. That's really specific to what you've got, and I don't have experience with that. Have you looked into FPGAs? It's one of those things that I really want to at some point, but it's just going to take time. You know, that's a whole nother thing. So, and I don't want to download it and then just never download it, purchase it. They're expensive too.
Supersonic 88. Cirrus Logic VGA card that you do have in there. It looks like that's what that is. The CLGD 5424. I think you'll find some specifications. Because I guess it depends on what you're trying to do with the computer. Because I've found that, well, at least so far anyway, cards are just VGA cards and have their limitations. So, like if you're gonna run Windows 1 and try and crank out some more resolutions, but if you're trying to actually play some like Hades games or something, maybe that's gonna make a difference. But no.
All right, print's done. Let me move back to the assembly area. Pixel Cubes question. So, like, what are the oldest computers you guys own? You can't get much older than what I have. I have a Commodore PET 4032.
Apple IIe, I think.
That is pretty darn old as well. Oh yeah, I should switch the cam back. Okay. What language do you program in Akabakuku? That's interesting. You put a hashtag in there and it worked. Oh, I didn't know that would do that. Mostly C++. C++, C, that's what I like to use. Alright, so we have our new switch here. We're going to go ahead and install this in the troublesome switch slot now. Let me see how well these are working. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. So, this is... Oof. Oh, that worked. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I did the same thing again. Helps put springs in. I mean, I am intentionally not putting the springs in for some reason that I do not wish to go into. That's it. Alrighty. Spring. Oh, wait, yeah, the contacts should be fully separated. Okay, spring. Stem. Boom, and it's a little rough, but that's working. And, yeah, I messed up those key switches pretty good. They're fully contacted even when it's... and they should be open, so I'm going to have to reshape those, but that's going to work better, I can just tell. Okay, let me get a little cut back up on the chat here. We're getting close to the end of the stream. I don't see me starting any more 3D prints at this moment, just so you guys know. It's getting late enough in the day. I think I may end up finishing today's video tomorrow. It's going to be a longer video.
Longer than you thought it was going to?
Yeah, much. That one does not feel good now. Alright, let's see how well that works. Vista was slow when visually pleasing, when not. Oh, but visually pleasing when not BSODing. Yeah, Vista got to the point where it was literally unusable for me. I would plug in a flash drive and it would just blue screen. That was just it. Was it any USB device? It might have been any USB device and it would just blue screen. It was bad for me. There we go. Now that's working. Fully separated. Dang, that feels good, man. I am jazzed. This is awesome. Yeah.
Soon to jazz. Jackrabbit music.
Yeah. I think it needs to be filed down maybe just a tad, or printed a little slower. Because it's sticking just a little bit. But, yeah, that's going to work. What are the rarest computers you own? Well, I'm working on definitely my rarest computer, the HP86. That's not a super common computer.
Here? Oh, God, I don't know. I mean, for example, the Apple IIe is the oldest, but it's by no means rare.
Yeah, I'd probably say your GS.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you can get really capable FPGAs for $400. Oh, yippee! That sounds like a bargain.
That better not been sarcasm, mister.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with how this has ended up. So, yep. So, I think it's about time to call it for the stream here. I've accomplished my goal. I've done what I needed to do. I've even made my improvement, because you can see here the difference between the lipped version and the not lipped version, and that's never going to split, so. But, yeah. Dead board's around $20. Around $20, I'm interested, so I will have to look at that. Not the best, but, like, okay, I guess. Yeah, probably. I'd imagine, for $20. Yeah. Yeah, that's just rock solid. There's somehow, this is spreading it out, so maybe I'm having some issues here where that might need to be filed down on the interior, but this is definitely working. Oh, that's so nice. Just have it done. Yes. But, yep. I think it's time to call the stream. So, I hope you guys had some fun here, because I know I did, putting this together. Where'd this plastic thing come from? Hopefully that's not part of the computer. But, yeah, that is really satisfying to get done. So, I'm nowhere near done. Now I have to, pull apart the numpad on the keyboard and do more stuff. So, yep, my work is not done, but this was the part that I felt like should be a little different. So, yeah. I will see you guys later. Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep, there you go. Bye.